Well, I wasn't really one to start with. I'd had a very busy day job during lockdown, but thankfully working from home and quite safe. And through that time I've been listening to a little bit of ambient neoclassical music in the background just whilst I did some work and design and preparation. And when I took my relaxation time in the studio here, it sort of lent itself for me to play that type of music, and when I reviewed things at the end of the year around about Christmas time, I found actually I've probably got an album here of really good stuff with a little bit of arrangement, so put it all together and thought, yeah, this will work really well. I wrote it all here in my home studio. I've been lucky over the years that I've built up a nice collection of guitars, synthesizers and software libraries, which has allowed me to create the sounds that you hear on the album. More recently I've found and discovered Spitfire Audio and their fantastic orchestral libraries. Most notably their new one, which is Abbey Road 1, is effectively great orchestra recorded in Abbey Road No. 1 studios, and that really gave me the idea to get the emotional parts of the album out, so use that in the arrangements as you can hear on the album. It was just me, myself and I said I had all these musical ideas that I had, so whenever I could grab a little bit of relaxation time, I started working on them, working on arrangements and just trying to piece them all together. However, there was one track that I had that was very sort of ambient synth pad based, and I thought it really needs some narrative over the top of it. So I thought, I know, I'll speak to my good friend and crime author Malcolm Hollindrake. I'll tell you what, why don't I let Malcolm explain what happened?
I was honoured when Ian asked me to play a small part in the making of this charity album. He sent over the music for the track, The Third Tier, and directed where my narration should commence. I have to admit I was confused initially, but after listening to the track a number of times, all soon became clear, and the words, my emotions, soon went to paper. I then recorded them onto my phone and sent them off to Ian, and he worked his usual magic. Ian, it's been an absolute pleasure to be involved, and I wish you many sales and good fortune for the Queen's Court Hospice. These are difficult times, and I hope you do exceptionally well. Be assured, it's a wonderful piece of music. Thank you for asking me.
Truth. All eyes.
So you can get the CD, you can get the physical version from my website, which you can see the address is on screen now. It's also available for download and for streaming on all the major sites. As you're probably aware that streaming doesn't earn that much money, in fact very little. Recently Gary Newman said about one of his latest tracks that he's had over 1 million streams for. It earned him the grand sum of £37. So you can see where it's not a good move for musicians. However, what I've decided to do with all the profits from the album is to donate them to Queen's Court Hospice, which is a fantastic organisation in Southport. We had great support from them when my father-in-law passed away just a year ago, with palliative care in the hospital. Their donations dropped down 68% during lockdown in 2020, so I thought I'd do my little bit to say thank you to them. To help with that, if you're streaming it, feel free to do so, it'd be great. And obviously if you like it, I've set up a Just Giving page that you can donate if you feel that you felt that was worthwhile doing. So please, let's help Queen's Court Hospice out as much as we can. But thanks very much for listening, and hope you enjoy the album. So there you go, that became the track Confusion Clear.